Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Greetings from Kawagoe. We are starting out at this pancake place. No, we're not going to be eating pancakes. We had too much food already, but I thought we'd take a walk down Kawagoe. I want to show you guys one of the best places to visit on a day trip from Tokyo. Hello everybody. So we spent overnight here in Kawagoe at a centrally located hotel over there, and we made a separate video on Tabi Eats for you. Definitely check those videos out. And we just bumped into the lady who works at Dango shop. She's so sweet, and she said that after we put up the video of Kawagoe, there were like a few customers that came to her shop to specifically eat the matcha dango. So that makes me personally happy. But anyway, let's take a tour. Let's take a walk down this street. This is one of the most popular streets of Kawagoe, if not the most popular street in Kawagoe. First of all, I do want to say thank you to those of you who are watching this on the premiere. I really appreciate it. I enjoy chatting with you guys while watching these videos together, so thank you. And I also thank my moderators for always being here to help me out. I truly appreciate it. There's so many nice shops here in Kawagoe, and this time we discovered a lot more new shops, and so happy. Konnichiwa. Oishisou. Pamphlet. Sorry guys, there was a shop, Daifuku shop, and she was passing out flyers. I needed to get one. Sorry about that. Okay, we are coming to the corner. This is the beginning of the preserved area. The olden buildings are preserved here. Right here. It's quite a busy street, but check it out guys, look at this. This is Kawagoe. This is a face of Kawagoe. And right across the street is a bean shop. It's very good. They have like beans in all different kind of flavors, like strawberry flavor, kinako flavor, ume flavor, sweet and savory. This is a typical example of a building in Kawagoe. It's been preserved, and the reason why these buildings exist here is because this area was spared the bombings during the war. We really enjoyed the 2 days here. Did you have a good time in Kawagoe? Yeah. It was nice, huh? What did you like most about this particular Kawagoe trip?
People.
The people. Me too, I agree. And the food. For me, it's also the food. But then the people also made the food taste better. Okay. Okay. So, check it out, guys. So all these buildings are from the past, but most of the shops inside are new. Like for example, this shop here sells things like umbrellas, the things that you hang on the wall. Look at this building here. This is one of my favorite buildings in Kawagoe, and now it's a cafe. It's called Cafe Elevato. You can get Koedo craft beer here. That's the craft beer of Kawagoe. You can also have coffee and cake. And this building is quite interesting to me. This used to be a department store back in the day. What is this now? Is this still operating?
Doctor. Clinic.
It's a clinic. It's a clinic now. It's a clinic. Oh my goodness.
Dental
it's
clinic.
a fancy, it's a dental clinic.
Dental clinic.
We've seen 3 dentists here, and all the buildings are very unique, very old, preserved buildings. It's 4 p.m. here, and things tend to close early in Kawagoe. So once 5 o'clock comes around, it starts to become very quiet. But it is good to see people have come back to the streets of Kawagoe because state of emergency is finished. Yeah. You can also rent kimonos like these people walking in front of us. We're thinking of doing that one day. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is one of my favorite corners as well. I like these particular buildings. let's cross here. You know what, maybe? Yeah, I want to cross here. Okay, let's cross the street because I want to take you along this particular street here. So walking along this street, there is a shop at the end. It's a Turkish shop, but it's not the shop that interests me. It's more the architecture, to be honest with you. I love the architecture. And there's a little shop here owned by a Turkish guy. And this is a little shop here. See, they sell like things from Turkey, like rugs, pillowcases, things like that. Oh, I love the lamps. It's beautiful. Okay. So isn't this a quaint little street? Yeah, you do have to peek into that shop. It's kind of cute. Okay, we're back on the main street. This shop is also very nice to visit. They sell all this kind of ceramic things to put your plants in. They also have plates and cups and rice bowls, teacups and stuff. It's a very nice shop. It's called Alpha. Kawagoe is famous for sweet potatoes, as most of you guys probably already know. So we'll probably run into places selling sweet potatoes. Look at these buildings. Almost feels like I'm in a theme park, you know? So this shop's already closed because it's already 4 p.m. That's a bank. This building dates back from a long time ago as well. Here's one of the old buildings that have been refurbished into a new shop. Yeah, I like this shop, by the way. It's really nice. They sell these things here, like precious stones, and they made them into bracelets and stuff. Yeah, it's one of my favorite stores in the area. This place sells gelato and sweet potato sweets. Here's a little soba shop. Kawagoe is also famous for soba. They're also famous for unagi. Here's a shop that specializes in tsukemono or Japanese pickles. And here's a nice little street to walk down. See, the further away you get away from the main street, it becomes quieter. So I like these side streets. But this one particularly I enjoy because there's shops that you can browse through. And you can also get a vibe of the how the residents live here as well. This restaurant actually serves Austrian cuisine. Isn't it interesting? Austrian food here in Kawagoe. And then right next door is a pizzeria specializing in pizza. What's this? Is this a new shop? What is this? It's like dry flowers? Okay, dry flowers. Is this a new shop? Look, they serve Cuban sandwiches and tacos. They're closed right now. I've never had a Cuban sandwich. Yeah, Cuban sand, don't worry. Sand means sandwich in Japanese. Sandwich, sand. That means sandwich. Is this a new shop too? I don't remember seeing this shop. Maybe it's been here before, I just didn't notice. Yeah, it's like a cafe here. They sell these homemade fruit ice pops. They have like chiffon cake in a cup. And they sell food here too. Oh, you can have lunch here. It's a nice cafe. It's very peaceful. Satoshi, what is this? I always wondered what this was. Is this a restaurant? Or is this like an inn? これ restaurant. It's a restaurant. Isn't this beautiful? One day I'd like to come here. It's a nice restaurant. It looks like that on the inside. Oh, and they have an inner garden. That looks like this. Pretty. See, if you go into the side streets, you discover these small places. And don't worry, we'll actually end up in the big street again. But I want to walk along the quieter street. It's a lot more peaceful and it's interesting as well. There's a temple ahead of me. It's a pretty big temple. Kawagoe also has a lot of temples and shrines. Not as many as Kyoto, of course. And then if you go left here, there are more shops here. There's even like a very interesting soy sauce factory down there. I noticed that the older I get, the more pickier I get with certain things like soy sauce, for example. Yeah. So whenever life in Tokyo, life in the city gets a bit overwhelming and I need some peace and quiet, this is a place I like to come to. Another place I like is Yokohama, but Yokohama is very city as well. Here, I kind of feel like I've been transported to somewhere different, like Kyoto. Yeah, it kind of has a feeling of Kyoto in a way. For those of you who have been to Japan, what city do you like best? Do you enjoy the big city life of Tokyo or Osaka? Or do you prefer somewhere more cultural like Kyoto, for example? Maybe Nara? Or do you prefer tropical areas like Okinawa? I know some of you guys say your favorite city is Fukuoka for some reason. We are approaching Candy Lane. And before that, there's this building here that houses a popular unagi restaurant. Yeah, this is a unagi restaurant. And this street is also nice. I love walking down this street. And here's another temple right here. It kind of feels like Kyoto a little bit, right? Okay, let's go to Ameya Yokocho Candy Lane. Yeah, this is the unagi restaurant. They're closed for the day. Yeah, the restaurant's closed here early. Some are open for dinner, but a lot of them they close quite early. Okay, so if you turn left here, this is the entrance to Candy Lane. Look at this. I love the cobblestone streets. So at one time, you know, way back in the day, there used to be a lot more candy shops. But now, you don't have too many of them. Not many of them survived. But at least you have a small area that's still open. This is one of the famous Japanese confectioneries here in Kawagoe. They're famous for sweet potatoes. So that is a baked sweet potato on the inside with some azuki beans, all surrounded with manju. And you can eat it warm, piping hot. They make it right here. It's delicious. Highly recommended. Look at all these old shop fronts. I love it. I like that, you know, these old shop fronts have been preserved. Isn't this beautiful? This two-story shop front. You see a lot of sweet potato chips, a lot of sweet potato things, because that's what Kawagoe is famous for, sweet potatoes. You have all these candy shops on both sides. This place sells Koedo beer. And there's a nice place on my left, and they serve a sweet potato soft serve, which is delicious right here. We had this the last time when we made the Tabi Eats video. Very delicious. And that's the end of Candy Lane. Okay, let's walk back and explore some of the streets on the main road. You know, a few months back when we came here, it was kind of sad. A lot of the shops were closed, and I was really afraid that the businesses weren't going to survive. But now you see people visiting these places, so it's kind of nice, and the shops seem to be open, so that's nice to see. You know, so we just finished filming for the Tabi Eats channel. We made 2 videos of Kawagoe, and we got to meet a lot of the shop owners, and it's really, how do you say, it's very encouraging to hear their stories, to see young people opening up shop. Some of the, you know, and many of the shop owners really want to try and preserve Kawagoe and want to keep it going, and they really are doing their best to keep Kawagoe a lively city. Right now it's the beginning of October, so it's autumn season right now. But do you guys see the persimmons on the persimmon tree? Okine, they're big persimmons. If you guys are not gonna eat it, can I have them? So let's continue. Let's keep walking. So as I was saying, we filmed for 2 days in Kawagoe. We stayed overnight at this hotel, and we got to know all the shop owners of the food court. We got to know the shop owners of these mom and pop stores as well. And everybody we met was so hospitable and so kind. It was so nice. And of course, the food that we ate was delicious. But what made the experience so much more was the people we met. And it reminds you that it's really the people that can make or break an experience, you know? If you had rude service, you would just ruin the whole experience for anyone, I think. But yeah, everyone was so nice. I want to come back again and again and again. By the way, there are many places where you can find. By the way, I just want to point out some. By the way, I want to let you know that toilets can be found all over the city. Like here's public restrooms right here. They're very clean. And just look at the maps scattered around the town. This is where we are right now. That's the restroom I pointed to. Like there's a restroom there, there's a restroom there. Yeah, there are restrooms all over. So you're never far from a restroom. Okay, it's time to continue our tour. Oh, the shop is closed already. This is a tea shop that sells Sayama tea. And they close at 4 p.m. So early. So early. Well, that's too bad. I was gonna buy some tea. And here's the dessert shop. They sell Kawagoe Mont Blanc soft serve, sweet potato soft serve. Once again, let me just point out the beautiful architecture in this area. Even buses pass by here. This is a bus stop here. Here's a bus stop. You can also rent a bike. That's another great way to get around Kawagoe. I love that building. That's a place. That's a ham and sausage factory. Here's another very old preserved building. It's beautiful, isn't it? Sidewalks are small though. Here, this is where you can rent the bicycles. You can rent the bikes, and these rental bikes are located all over the city, and they're electric assist, so very easy to get around. Look at that. これって蔵? これって蔵かな? Is this like a warehouse? Yeah, I think that's an old warehouse. And that's a nice bagel shop right there, called Vanitoy Bagel. I've only been there once, but they have good salmon and cream cheese bagel. It's delicious. And Kawagoe is also famous for their festival, which I think they haven't done in a couple of years because of the pandemic. But it's a very big festival. We've never been to this because there's so many people. These are miniature versions of what you'll see during the festival. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna? Oh no, it's October, right? So it should be this month.
10月だっけ?
I think it's
This
October.
year?
I don't think so. I think it's canceled. I cannot imagine they would do the festival during a pandemic, even though state of emergency is over. There's still like capacity, right? Limits for people.
The festival is always so crowded.
Yeah, always very crowded. One of the most crowded festivals. And you know, we were talking to some of the shop owners. Can we walk in here? Because this is one of my favorite streets. We were talking to one of the shop owners, and he was saying he actually never comes to this part of town because there's so many people. There are a lot of tourists here. But I like both areas. I like the local area. I also like this area as well. I mean, there are a lot of tourists here, but you'll also see shops that cater to the locals as well. And I just really love these side streets. I can't get enough of them. I could just sit right here, put a chair out here with a cup of tea and just sit there for like half a day. All right, we're gonna go back to the main street. I'm gonna end this video at the hotel that we stayed at, so you guys know where the hotel is and where the food court is, because I definitely recommend those two places. I definitely recommend you guys try something at the food court, because that food court has restaurant quality food. Trust me, trust us. Okay, we're back on the main street. Yeah, so as you can see, all the souvenir shops, the snack shops, the restaurants, all worth looking into, all worth dropping in. Just make sure you come early. Oh, and this is for Mayumi-san. Mayumi-san, you said you could not find the korokke place. Well, it's right here. So, it's right here. It's right here. This is where you can find the miso korokke, negi miso korokke. It's delicious. Just look for this where they're selling the dango. But the negi miso korokke is right here. Must try. Yeah, that was good, huh? The negi miso korokke. So delicious. There are more sweet potato things here. Look at this. It's mitarashi dango, but there's sweet potato?
Yeah.
There's sweet potato inside.
Sweet potato paste.
Sweet potato paste inside mitarashi dango. How interesting. Hey. Right next door is a place specializing in matcha desserts and matcha drinks. Little old-fashioned barbershop here. Let's cross here. We're gonna cross over. Look at this building. It's so nice. So most of the shops have closed for the day. One shop that is open though is Starbucks. They're open until 8 for now. This is the icon of Kawagoe. This is the bell tower, Tokinokane. And back in the day, they used this bell tower to tell you what time it is. But yeah, this is also one of my favorite streets. It's very nice. and lots of good things to eat, which is super important to me. And you remember that sweet potato manju? You can also buy them here at this shop here. And at this particular shop, you can also enjoy a cup of amazake. I just gotta show you Starbucks very quickly, okay? It's a pretty cool Starbucks. And we did film a little bit of Starbucks on our video on Kawagoe on Tabi Eats channel. So if you want to see the interior of the shop, make sure to check that video out. This is Starbucks in Kawagoe. Isn't it nice? Look at this. It's in this very traditional building, and the store itself is beautiful on the inside, and way in the back you can actually go outdoor into the terrace, and there's a Japanese garden there. You can drink your coffee there. That's really nice. It's really nice. Okay. Oh, and this is where you can buy the sweet potato chips, the big one, you know, with the melted butter dip. You can buy it right here. Yeah, these things here. If you watched the Kawagoe video, you should know what we're talking about. Oh, look at this. I like the way the sun is falling on the building. Look at that. You should take some pictures. Look at that, guys. Look at this view. Isn't it beautiful? This is Kawagoe. Once again, only 30 to 45 minutes away from center of Tokyo. Definitely recommend coming here. It's a beautiful place. Okay, so we are walking towards the hotel that we stayed at. We're taking one of the inner streets, the quieter streets, the residential area. And there's this very interesting building. It's a green building. I figure Lawrence would like this building. But you know, we were saying the dentists, right? The dental clinics are housed in interesting buildings. You guys see that green building there? That's a dental clinic. Oh my god, here's another persimmon tree. Sorry, gotta show you guys the persimmons. So many fruits here. Look, check it out. Look at that. You guys like persimmons? I love them. That's private property, so I didn't want to stay too long. Okay, check out these buildings here. That's a nice house, by the way. This one right here. This is a dental clinic, and this is actually a very old building. It's a preserved building. Let me show you. There's like a plaque that says so. This is the Chuseido Dental Clinic. Right here. And here. You see it says the Kawagoe Board of Education. This is designated a historic building. So you'll see a lot of historic buildings in the area. And that's one reason why I love walking around Kawagoe. I love visiting this city. I always discover a new building that I haven't seen before. Even this house, I mean, you know, it's an old house, but I love the facade of the house here. Oh yeah, this is another historic house. Yes. What is this house here? Yeah, I think this is like I believe this is like a blend of East and West architectural influences or something like that. Yeah, I think I read something like that.
Garden is like Japanese.
The garden, yeah, Japanese garden. Oh, the tea house. I see. And then that's the resident. Very nice. Okay. What kind of store is this one right here? Hanko. Look. Okay, this is the old house. You know, I was just pointing out. This is actually another historic building. There's a plaque up there. Yeah. I wonder if someone lives here. Someone must live here, huh? It's a private residence, I think. What? This is 200 years old? Yeah. Open since 1818. They've been making stamps called hanko here. Wow, it's interesting.
You can make your own.
You can make your own stamp. Ah, well, yes. Did you know a long time ago I went to Hong Kong to make my own stamp.
Do you have it now?
No, I lost that one. I know it's kind of far, you can't really see it with this camera, but that's a persimmon tree and there's a lot of persimmons. And during persimmon season, which is now, I try to eat 1 persimmon per day. Yeah, I don't eat more than 1. I eat it every day. I don't want to get sick and tired of them. And I eat them until persimmon season is over. Look at these buildings here. We're on another street altogether. But this street is also nice to me. There are a couple of unagi shops here because Kawagoe is also famous for unagi. Look at this. This is a kura. This is an old warehouse. This is a tea shop here, old tea shop. Right next door is a unagi shop, and then there's a tourist information center. And this building is also very nice. It's hard to see from here, but this is a bank. Here's the tourist information center right here. There's also a tourist information center at the station, so don't worry. Right here, this is an important building for urban landscape. See the plaque here? Check it out. This is what the building looks like. It used to be a bank, I think. これ銀行だっけ? Yeah, it is a bank. Check it out, guys. This used to be a bank. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then the old warehouses of Kawagoe. And then we're taking this street to the hotel that we stayed in last night. What is the name of this street again? Taisho Roman Dori. So these are like, a lot of the buildings are from the Taisho era. Is that what it means? Yeah, these are all very old buildings. And this street also reminds me of a movie set. What do you guys think? It looks like a movie set to me. This is Yamasa Shoyu. They've been making soy sauce for many years. And then you have another unagi place. And then next to that, look at this building. I love this particular building. Even this one is an old building. The window decoration is kind of I don't know, is that like Art Deco? Okay, and then crossing here, look at these two buildings here. I like this building on corner. I love this one right here with a little balcony up there. Here's a little old-fashioned candy shop. Got some residential houses. There's a nice Italian restaurant housed in a very old building here. I'm kind of interested in coming here. I would like to eat in this old building. Italian food in this old building. Look at this building, guys. And then right next door is this coffee shop. It's a pretty new coffee shop in a renovated old building. Here's another one of those nice buildings. Oh, so this is Iseya for Dango. Satoshi, is this the same Iseya as the other Iseya? It's a different one, sorry. Okay, yeah. Because the Dango shop that we like and we introduced in our video on Tabi Eats is called Iseya, but this is also Iseya. It's a different Iseya. They might be good, but the other place, if you're looking for Dango, go to the other place, please. Because we know them. And the lady's really nice. There's another Italian restaurant here. I noticed that there's a lot of Italian restaurants in Kawagoe. A lot of Italian restaurants. And did you know there's a French food fair going on in Kawagoe now?
Really?
Yeah, I saw a brochure. Ah, here we are. We are on the street that we love so much. What is this street called again? Ritsumonmae Shotengai. Okay, let's walk over to the hotel and then we'll end up where we started. Yes, we kind of went in a complete circle, in a perfect circle. Now the shops are closed already, but right here, this is one place we visited. This is famous for yakisoba, and we filmed here today. We also bought some things here at the shop here called Nibido. We had korokke over there, and this is the food court that we ate at, and this is the hotel that we stayed at.
Next is the yakitori shop.
Oh, the yakitori shop, that's right. We cannot forget the yakitori shop, and we cannot forget that shop too. Yeah, this is a yakitori shop. They just celebrated the 1-year anniversary. Congratulations, Oi-chan. But we ate here. You can sit out here, have a beer, and have some yakitori. It's delicious. This is the place where they sell the Ayanodo. They sell the daifuku, and it's delicious. Right. We'll be back. We'll be back, Oi-chan. We will be back. And then we're back where we started. That is the temple. And this is where we began our tour of Kawagoe. Can you believe it? And that's only one part of Kawagoe, but this, I just showed you guys some of my favorite areas of Kawagoe. I hope you can see why it's worth visiting here, along with the videos we made over on Tabi Eats. Hopefully we can show you the charms and the appeal of this city. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching with me on the premiere. Of course, I appreciate you guys watching afterwards. It really doesn't matter. But thank you for your support and continue to stay safe. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. So Starbucks is right here on the same street as the bell tower.